When a kid comes to an SST, our hopes is that they abandon everything and are ready for their world to get rocked.
At the end of SST, like all the training and everything, getting you ready for Mexico and just getting you prepared, you get to go on this really, really cool charter bus. It's a 14-hour bus ride, so you get to know people really, really well, and it's just a lot of fun. Like, people think, oh, it's a 14-hour bus ride, how lame, but it is really exciting.
So one of my favorite parts about SSTs is when we get to take the kids to Mexico, they get to see something bigger than their suburban life at home. They get to see how a large percentage of the world lives.
In Mexico, it was just really life-changing for me. Just in seeing the poverty and how blessed we are here, it was just really nice being able to go out into the culture and just really experiencing it for ourselves and being able to interact with the people. The people there are so open and kind. And it was just really nice to bless them.
Come prepared to just serve and work your heart out, because you wake up at 6 a.m. and you're not getting back from ministry till like 10 o'clock at night, and it's pretty intense because you're just working and serving all day. I mean, you have a siesta time, which is a nice little hour and a half break in the middle of the day, but the rest of it is all for God and all working your heart out.
So for my ministry in Mexico, I was a clown, and it was really, really exciting. I mean, the kids are totally worth it. It was awesome. Like, you go to the plazas and everything, and kids are all jumping all over you, and they're laughing, and because you look stupid in your makeup. Just the bonding that you have with these kids it's like amazing. And even with the adults, you can go up to them in your clown costume, and we got to pray for them, and it was just a lot of fun, like seeing all these kids in a really poor country, like to see them smile and hear them laughing. It's absolutely amazing.
My ministry was to go to the prison, and it was like a detention center for teens. Well, the youth prison was surrounded by 2 different fences, and it was really kind of scary the first day we went because they were all like guys, and especially for me, like as a girl, I was kind of scared of what they would say or what they would do, but like they were really nice. We played soccer with them, and we played games with them, and we did skits with them and stuff, and they opened up like in the last couple of days, and they were really awesome people.
Out of my time in Mexico, my favorite part was just spending time with the kids and Vacation Bible School. It's just so amazing how receptive these kids are of our love. I mean, if we were to do the same thing in America, they wouldn't have been receptive. But the kids just loved us, and it was really hard just to see where they were and just the neighborhood they lived in, completely trashed, muddy. One of my favorite moments of this entire trip was when we were doing VBS with the little kids, and we were doing a game, and it was just so fun just to see the smile on their faces and how much they were just enjoying the time they were spending with us. It just got to the moment where 40 kids were chasing me around this entire playground, and I was just running for my life. And it was just such a fun moment, and just, it's really great, and I highly encourage you, if you decide to go to Mexico, that you just spend time loving these kids, just to give them all that God wants to give them.
One ministry that kind of really stood out to me was one at the trash dump. And what the trash dump is a lower class in Mexico where people come and live, where people leave their trash and they just build their homes there. There's very limited flow of water and electricity.
It was just really sad to see all these little kids living in this kind of condition. They didn't have shoes, so they were just walking around on rocks and sharp glass. They had no electricity, no running water, and like their sewage was just everywhere. And that's what these kids were walking in, and it was really, really sad to see that. We went and prayed for this lady who had surgery on her back, and I really felt like God healed her. And then we walked into her home, and it was just like sad because the mud that we walked through was inside of her house, like where she lived. It was really heartbreaking just to see like where these people sleep and how they live. We went back and we did all of our ministries and everything, and I met this one girl. Her name was Erica. First time I saw her, she was laying in the mud, so she couldn't walk, so she like drug herself to where we were, and that's how bad like she wanted to come. And so we helped her out of the mud and cleaned her up, and she shared her story with us, and it really, really touched me. And every time I lay down, her face is like in my head. It was extremely sad. Like I had to walk away from where they were, and I would like bawled my eyes out.
Kids just flocked to us, and they just had a huge smile on their face, and it kind of blessed me because, in America, I mean, we have such nice houses, and we have TV, computer, everything, clean water. But there, they really have nothing, and they have such happy lives and always smiling, never complaining, just living together in harmony. But in America, why do we need to say, well, we want this, we want that? It kind of seems like Americans are selfish.
People here like take take for granted, but these kids have nothing. When we come in there, like, they have like the brightest smiles, and like they're so beautiful.
I just really thought that was a blessed ministry to me, because it not only allowed me to, reach out to the kids because I love doing that, but it also taught me a message as well. So I thought that was one of the good ministries that I experienced.
It was absolutely amazing. Like, you get in the dirt and you pray for these people, and it's really sad to hear people like talk about, ew, like gross, and I don't want to get in the mud, and I don't want to get my new jeans dirty. But if you really think about it, like, what's more important, a pair of jeans or like a starving child? Like, you really have to think about that. So it really, really touched me. I'll never forget those kids.